Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Well, this time of year, we're kind of spending more time in the home and less time outside. That's why I'm talking with Suzanne Davis from Alder and Tweed. How are you doing?
Awesome. We're glad to be here today.
Well, before we get into what you're seeing here, of course, you've kind of revamped, redecorated the set to look more like your living room.
Yes.
I kind of wanted to show a package we do with you that kind of shows exactly what you do and what Alder and Tweed does.
Awesome.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Let's check it out.
Hey everyone, my name is Suzanne Davis and I'm a senior interior designer at Alder and Tweed. We work with clients all over the world on luxury vacation homes here in the heart of Park City. Interior design continues to be one of the most popular topics around town. I'm going to give you a peek at the hottest properties with the most exquisite views and breathtaking decor. But for now, I thought I'd invite you to join me for the day and see what interior design is really like behind the scenes. And trust me, there's never a dull moment. Kevin is like one of my favorite subs. Like he's just kind of like, you know, your favorite uncle who knows more about wood species than you could ever know in a lifetime. And Kevin and I are actually working on like, I don't know, 10 projects together. Kevin's coming in today and we're gonna look at some wood samples because we have a client that's very particular. She wants gray. She's got this kind of like wood grain porcelain tile, and the bunk fabrics that we're working with are more in the grays, more blues. So we'll see if Kevin nailed it. Hopefully he brought a sample that's gonna work. I feel like it's kind of between these two.
These two there.
I love the grain in this.
Yeah, this material is thicker. And you can see that it has a strong wood grain texture to it.
Well, I think you nailed it with this one. Like nailed it.
I know we tried a couple of times, but now we got her.
Yeah. So every so often you get an amazing client that you just mesh with, and Lori is that client for me. We just got along from the very beginning. She is on the board for a condo complex called Lift Lodge downtown on Main Street, and we just completely remodeled. It was an amazing project. So today Lori's coming in. We're actually working on her living room. We're gonna look at fabrics today and kind of see what she likes. I wanted to show you some fabrics that I've been thinking about your living room. And I know you want to just kind of revamp, make a little bit more mountain, modern, glamour. So I just thought of you when I saw this fabric. I just think the detail is just exquisite. The colors are so rich. And then of course we have to introduce fur.
There must be fur.
Like these two together, just to me, that just looks incredible.
I think that's amazing. I'm feeling it. I love that.
Good. I don't know what I would do without Sam. We're just partners in crime, and you know, she just keeps me on my toes. She keeps me aware of what the priorities are, and so I'm able to kind of be freed up to design, and then she executes the design, and we're a great team. Where's the day gone? Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I have a few more emails to write, and then I am headed home, but stay tuned for next time.
So basically, just what I've learned from that, you do cabinets, countertops, fabrics, paints, I mean, everything?
Yeah, we do everything. So like we said, we're based in Park City. We have clients all over the world, and we do luxury vacation homes. And we can do everything from start to finish. We can do cabinetry, tile, paint color. Then we can do all the interior furnishings. We can even stock the fridge so that you can just show up and it's all ready to go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing client services.
Yeah.
So that package was really just kind of what, you know, a day looks like for you?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more calmer.
A little cleaner, calmer, more organized?
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's our office here in Park City. We also have an office in Montana, which people probably didn't know. So anyway, yeah, we help people just kind of beautify their homes and their vacation homes, and it's a really, really fun, rewarding job.
Is the process more of a one-on-one type situation where you're working directly with the client 100% of the time?
You know, it just kind of varies from client to client. Sometimes you have clients that, you know, are in Hong Kong or Singapore, and they're just very hands-off because of the time difference, and
they're like, just get it done.
Yeah, they just trust us.
Yeah.
And then we have other clients that maybe even live in Park City and want to be more involved, and you know, the wife really likes picking out the fabrics, maybe the husband's more involved with some of the design. So it just varies from client to client, but we love to work with whatever clients, you know, come to us.
Sounds like you're very accommodating.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me exactly what we have going on here. We kind of have like a living room set happening. I want to talk about these books first. Books can be expensive.
Yes.
What are your tips?
Well, okay, so any interior design will tell you that the key to creating a beautiful space is books, books, and more books.
Really?
Part of that is just because they layer so well and they take up so much space. I think with accessorizing your home, you want to take up a lot of mass on a space so that it kind of balances the furniture. And so coffee table books, especially large ones, are great for that. And then you can take a fun accessory. I like to find something really glittery or shiny and just kind of put it on top, and it just adds a little height and a little bit of kind of closure, like, okay, this is a stack of books. And
this is done now.
This is done. This is decorated. Yeah. So we order books for our clients, and you know, anything from interior design just lifestyle. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the ultimate ski book. So we order the books, but you know, you might have some lying around at your home, or you can go to your local bookstore or even a consignment store.
Yes,
exactly.
You can find some really kind of old world type books there.
You just want them to be colorful and a nice large scale. And then you know, even objects around your house, you can just kind of put on top, and it just creates a nice finished look.
So question, is a large book, is this more for looks? Is it functional? Because in my head, I'm like, well, where do I put my laptop? You know, things like that. Is this like more for show, or can you double it as a functional space?
Well, you know, I think especially it being colder, you're spending more time indoors. It's just kind of nice to be able to curl up next to the fire and reach for a book and flip through it. So it's definitely decorative, but it's also functional because you might have guests or just you yourself, you know, just kind of want to relax, and you have something to kind of look through and kind of take in when you're inside. I think with a tray that kind of just holds it all together, then you still have room for your laptop. Everything's kind of contained. Yeah. But you can also put books on an end table. You can kind of see where you feel like you need to kind of fill in with your decor. So interesting.
And so when you walk into a space, do you just see the empty spaces and you know exactly what you want to do with it?
Yes, yes. Again, because it's kind of well, it's again kind of balancing that mass. So if you have a big sofa, you want your end table next to it to also take up a significant amount of space, and accessorizing fills that in. So that's what's really important. Yeah.
Well, Suzanne, I want to go to break. I want to come back and do a little DIY, and then I want to talk throws, fur pillows. I mean, this is huge right now.
So hot for Park City.
Wrap it up after that, if you're okay with that.
That's great.
Okay, great. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Well, we're back with Suzanne Davis doing a little DIY right now. We're talking about bringing a little outside decor into your home because, you know, like we said, this time of year, you're not really throwing a ball in your backyard.
It's easy to get a a cabin fever. So it's nice with your decor to bring some of that greenery, bring some of that outdoors in.
So what do you suggest here? We have candles, we have vases, moss.
So these are just some hurricane vases. I picked these up at West Elm, but you can find them pretty much anywhere.
Right.
And then these are some candles. I bought these at Pottery Barn, but again, if you just look for large candles that kind of fit nicely in the hurricane vases, then that's kind of what you want to look for.
Do you have a rule in proportions?
You know, I think you just kind of want
eyeball it.
Yeah, you kind of eyeball it. You kind of just want it to be like at least a third, you know, at the top. So, yeah. And then this is about as crafty as I get. If you go to your local flower store or craft store, you can get just some moss.
Basically, everyone carries moss, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so I'll let you do the tall one. I'll do the smaller one. What? Yes.
Do you put the candle in first and put moss around it, or do you do moss first?
I like to do moss first because then it creates a really nice layer. So what you want to do is just grab the moss and just kind of layer it in there. Make sure you get kind of all the edges, so every angle you kind of see that greenery. And then you kind of play with it a little bit. You can just stick that candle right on top and kind of mush it down so that it kind of stays. And then it just kind of adds a little something to your hurricane vase.
Oh, nice. So this is why you want a nice heavy candle, because it can be hard to balance.
You can kind of topple over. Yes. So it's a fun project. You can get your kids involved. You know, it just takes literally a few minutes, but it creates a really nice look. Then you can stick these in your entry, on a sofa table, on a coffee table. It has nice height, but it also has an interesting
favorite place to see this? Because, I mean, you just said entry, coffee table. I have this on my coffee table, personally. But what is the purpose in each, you know, in each area?
Yeah, I think, again, you want to create that mass to offset the piece of the furniture, and then have the height, because you always want height with your accessories. So this this gives really great height. And if you group them, you could even do maybe a third one that's a little bit smaller. Then you have a really nice statement.
Is the rule to still group in threes?
2 or 3.
I really like. I think 2 is like a new modern thing.
Yeah.
It's not as high, medium, low. You know?
I think you could do either. I think it just is nice to have that angle and then to take up that space.
What about on a mantle?
So, yeah, I love to take picture frames, and here's a fun tip for if you have a vacation home and it's not your primary residence and you have people coming in and renting, just to print out some fun kind of scenes from Park City or outdoors and stick those in your frames if you don't want to have personal family photos. So again, this is a fun way to bring the outdoors in. It looks really pretty. You can pair it with a candle, or you can put it on your mantle. Again, you can put it in your entry. So I think that's a fun way. You can just print them out at Walmart or someplace local, and then just stick them in any frames that you have.
Doesn't have to be too fancy, right?
No, not at all.
I love this, and of course, it's the White Barn. This is so Park City-ish.
Exactly. Yes.
So, a question about this one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, we put moss in here, which is kind of a year-round situation.
Yes.
You could do moss year-round.
Yes.
What would you do right now for Christmas inside of this vase?
You could definitely do maybe a thin garland around it. I've seen if you want to take the candle out, you could just fill the hurricane vase with gold or silver ornaments.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, so again, it fills the space, but there's lots of things you can do, and just look around your house and just kind of see, what would look really pretty in a glass container. So
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I love this. Well, thank you for giving us some tips on bringing the outdoors into your home this time of season. Next, I want to talk all things fur, all things gross, sitting by the fire, maybe with some hot chocolate.
Yes,
That's
all
all
of that.
coming up in just a few minutes. You're back with us. We're still talking to Suzanne Davis, basically wrapping up by telling us how to set up our living room with throws and pillows and candles.
Yes.
Just like the little accents here and there.
Yes.
First, let's talk pillows, if you don't mind.
Definitely. So it's super chic, super hot right now to have fur pillows, especially in Park City. It just gives that cozy, warm feel. So working with a designer allows you to customize your size. Typically when you buy pillows in store, they're more like 18 inches, like this one's from Pottery Barn, that are a little bit smaller. So working with a designer allows you to do bigger pillows, but getting them at the store is also a great option.
And basically everybody will carry this right now because like you said,
you see it everywhere.
Is hot.
See it everywhere. And just a quick tip, what we like to do to kind of fluff the pillows is, we were just talking before the break, is a karate chop and then just kind of little on the side. It just creates a nice
cushion on the
full look. Yes. And then you can just mix and match with your existing pillows. Like these are gorgeous already, so I think just kind of layering them in just creates a little coziness.
And you're not afraid to mix colors and textures?
Not at all. I mean, I think it's nice to choose a neutral color, like a brown fur, a gray fur, that will really work with your existing upholstery and pillows.
Maybe you want to stay away from patterns if you already have a pattern?
Exactly. It would get a little busy. So definitely stick with neutrals. But fur pillows will definitely, and plus laying your head on that. You just want to take a nap.
Warm up your cheek, for sure.
Yeah.
So do you want to stay neutral with throws as well?
Exactly, yes. So here is an example of a great plaid throw that you can kind of just fold over and put on the end, or the back of your sofa. That kind of creates a more clean look. I also love to just kind of drape. This is gorgeous.
Let's talk about draping because it can look so sloppy. How do you make it look intentional?
It's kind of, you just have to play with it. You want it to kind of not hit the floor. Seeing a little fringe is kind of pretty. So you play with it, but you want it to look lived in, but still very polished.
Yes.
And this way, people can feel like, oh, I can just grab it and cozy
it's not
up.
just for decoration, I can actually use it.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Yes.
And then candles. Tell me about candles.
Yeah, so not even for lighting, just kind of just to have in the space. It just creates a really homey feel. Diptyque is my favorite candle line. They're actually in Paris.
Looks good too.
And smell it. I mean, you don't even have to light it, and just the fragrance just kind of, it just exudes throughout the space. And
that's a nice smell. I like how it's not too fruity.
Yeah, so that one is a little bit more pricey. You can get Barney's and Nordstrom, but you can also find, this was one that I picked up at Home Goods. Just look for.
Oh, of course, Home Goods is a good place
for
candles because you can get them for pretty cheap.
Exactly. So just get a white candle in a clear glass again, so it's not distracting. It really kind of adds to the space. Doesn't really demand too much attention, and then it's just nice to stick it on a coffee table. Here we have it next to a frame, so it just kind of layers in with your other accessories.
Well, Suzanne, let's top this off with some hot chocolate.
Yeah, so I just want to talk about statement trays really quick. Here on our coffee table, we have a beautiful shagreen tray. So getting a tray allows you to stack your books in it, and then of course you can have a place for your hot chocolate.
Yeah, your refreshments, your drinks.
Yeah, are you a marshmallow or a whipped cream girl?
Of course, I'm a whipped cream person personally. Love this. All right, well, we do have to toss to commercial. This is the end of the first hour of the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
I feel nice and cozy, especially with my hot chocolate. Suzanne Davis, senior designer at Alder and Tweed. Thank you for joining us.
Happy to be
We'll be
here.
back with more Mountain Morning Show right after this.